My precious friends, my beloved hearts, I, Estrella, come in a different way tonight to be with you. For as a mother of purity, as one who has invested in clearing many negative energies from the worlds, the auras, and the beings of light bearers throughout this solar system and galaxy, it has been my pleasure to perform this service with great love for each one of your souls. For in this service, I desire simply to reconnect you with God, to strip away all darkness, all veils of Maya, and anything that limits your soul experiencing the divine nature of your true self. And it takes a tremendous amount of energy, spiritual light, and dynamic fire to perform this service. You have utilized the circle and sword in this activity, and it has served you well, blessed ones. This night I would like to share a story of one particular woman who lived long ago on earth, who decided to commune with God very deeply through the virtue of purity. As she prayed to the Heavenly Father of all light, the Father contacted Purity and me to answer her prayers very directly. And so we inspired upon her the means by which she could fulfill within herself her desire to be a clear and pure channel of light for God. And the teaching that we presented to her soul, which she felt very tangibly and even heard in her mind through the gift of telepathy that we employed in communicating with her, provided the impetus for her to know, begin within the soul first, and to allow her soul to be in a pure state of harmony, peace, and beingness. And then, after she reached a state through deep meditation and prayer of this inner sense of equipoise, through great patience, working with the angelic hosts, and even seeing some of them as they appeared to her, she continued the work on deeper and deeper levels, clearing away the debris of past ages in her own book of life, and eventually coming to that point where there is no more darkness at all within her. She was completely free in the light of purity. From this state of saintliness, then God employed great gifts, offering them to her soul to utilize to the deeper mysteries of oneness with her presence, that she, by God's grace, was able to perfect, to save many, many people who lived in the region where she lived. Through her example, through her life lived to the glory of God, through all of the deep inner work that she did, she prepared a clean and pure vessel, a chalice of light, truly a hallowed temple of being, through which the Father, Mother, God could ray forth so much energy, so much radiance, so much light to heal, bless, and save so many souls. We show you on the inner the majesty of this Blessed One, who could have taken her ascension if she chose at the end of that lifetime, and yet who desired to remain with the earth, to embody again and again, serving through many charitable means, thousands and thousands of souls during subsequent incarnations. I am pleased to tell you that this special one was finally offered one last lifetime's opportunity to serve mankind. And of course, she said yes. And she embodied in Albania and became the one that you know now as Mother Teresa, who is now ascended and free, having fulfilled more than she was actually required upon earth. For through her daughters of charity, her sisters of virtue, working in India and throughout the world, great light has manifest. So many souls have been served and saved through her efforts. And now, even in heaven, she continues this sacred work to serve the humble, the forgotten, the lowly, the estranged, those who many among mankind have disposed of in the dirty alleys of life, and often look upon as impure, defiled in some way. Fortunately, the Blessed Mother Teresa saw the purity of God within every individual and held that field of perfect love in her heart for them, embracing them, caressing them, washing them, praying for them, eating them, day after day, for many, many years. You see, this is also, precious ones, the work of an initiate of purity, who long ago desired to be of great service, yet who first learned the science of purification of self through emptying of her own vessel of every last vestige of darkness. And from that pure state of completeness and sanctity, she was able to perform one of the greatest alchemies of love that this earth has seen. And now you know the rest of the story of her sweet heart and her deep affection for Jesus and for the Christ essence in every soul. You too, dearest ones, may be cleansed and cleaned, purified and cleared of every vestige of darkness, if you choose to be of greater service to life, to God, to one another. And as you give the calls to my beloved purity and me, preferably daily or as often as you are prompted by heaven, we will come to serve you our form of inner communion by washing you clean in the light. We will come to use your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul as a nexus through which we can pour so much light unto the world to save many more among mankind from turmoil, terrorism, evil of every kind, and Maya itself. Precious ones, the gifts that we offer to initiates of the sacred fire are great. We collaborate with those whom we can trust with Elohimic fire. When your desire is pure, when you have surrendered every last sense and vestige of self outside of God, then no more do you have a leaky vessel. You have a strong chalice into which we may pour forth great light on behalf of others. This activity is one that invokes great light throughout the broadcast centers that you have established, the communities that you have formed, heart to heart, mind to mind, soul to soul. Keep on keeping on in your virtuous offerings to the planet through your wonderful broadcast services, Meru University courses, discussions and sharings, and all that you do in the hallowed circle of community. For as you continue this work, we will continue to work with you. As you go deeper and higher in consciousness, each day in some way, to know God more deeply within, more radiantly all around. There the circle and sword appears in the atmosphere around you, hallowing the space that you inhabit, the environs in which you live. And there the light of purity fulfills its purpose through each one of you. And you are even raised into the ascension currents while standing in that fire sublime, with the cosmic circle and the radiant sword of light pouring through you, great divine currents of sacred fire. O precious ones, though I am often known as a fierce mother figure, it has been my privilege to share this story with you that I have desired for thousands of years to share. For long ago I saw the fulfillment in the future of the soul of Mother Teresa, and I knew that she would win her victory through love, through charity. And it is so, and all mankind has been blessed by her example. What is your great opus of light in this lifetime? What legacy will you leave for future generations to see, to behold, to observe, to read about, that will inspire thousands and millions to return to the first principles of love through purity, chastity, piety, and the virgin consciousness of the Divine Mothers, as above, so below. Truly, if you meditate as Mother Teresa did long ago in that former life, you will come to the realization that purifying self first is the easiest means to prepare oneself for a greater mission, a more radiant life, and a virtuous completion of spirals of karma and dharma. Truly, blessed ones, living in the light of God that always prevails, is the way to resolve all conflict, quench all darkness, and infuse God's grace anywhere and everywhere. We send a ray of light to each one of your hearts this night, as a blessing and a boon, as a grace, and as a nourishing fire. Use your opportunities each day to make progress on your path, for then you may be counted as an initiate, as one who initiates new cycles and spirals of light through love of God, love of mankind, love of one's higher self through service, ministration, and charity. I am your mother, Astrea. My love is present within you now and always, as you breathe in the light and as you exhale love. Thank you, blessed ones, for your service to God this night.